Anthony Hartwig here with a Fitch Volleyball player profile, the first one of the season, and we are joined by senior Jocelyn Jourdan. Jocelyn, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today.
Thank you for having me.
And here we go. It's your last ride as a Fitch Falcon, and everything's probably going to be bubbling over. The emotions you've had your first game of the season. What kind of
Yeah.
emotions have been kind of in your mind for the last couple of weeks as you prepare for this last season?
It's been bittersweet. And like at first, I was just like so uptight about it. Like, oh my God, like this is my last year. And I've just started like learning more just like to enjoy every single moment. And I've been trying to make like every single practice, every time I'm with the girls, just everything like the best it can be.
You have become a homegrown name in the Fitch community. I think everyone knows your name from the Fitch fans. What's it been like, kind of the last couple years in this volleyball program, getting the success that you've been able to get as a team?
I'm just like so grateful for all the girls I've played with. Like all the every single team has been such a great team chemistry and everything. And I'm just like blessed for all the opportunities I've got and the way that Coach Bartlett has run our program.
You've already broken a couple records, so coming into this season, what were some personal goals that you have set for yourself?
I definitely want to get 1,000 kills before playoffs start. And then I'm gonna try and re-break my record from last year of kills in a game and maybe kills in a season.
When you look at some of the faces on this team, a lot of new faces that you
Yeah.
guys have to play with. You lost a pretty good senior class last year. What's it been like being a leader on this team and seeing new players step up in new positions?
I love it. I just love seeing like these girls get more comfortable like every day and being able to be themselves. I think that's a big thing I try and stress on our team is like always be yourself, always speak up when you feel like something is wrong, and I love watching these girls grow into the players that they've been becoming.
What kind of things do you kind of do as a leader? Like, how would you define your leadership qualities?
Um, just always I try and like make sure they know that they're not alone, and if they ever need anyone to talk to, I'm right here. Before games, if I see someone's like off or like needs like I could tell they want someone to talk to, I'll go up to them and be like, "Hey, like what's up? What's wrong?" And after a mistake, I'll reassure them, "You got the next one." And always try and talk on the court as much as I can and be there early to practices, always on time.
Who were some of the upperclassmen in your past that kind of showed you how to be a leader?
Uh, my childhood best friend was Kate McGuire, and she graduated going into my junior year. And she was just such a great role model for me. Like she was nice to everybody. Everyone likes her. She's such a kind girl. And we would be the first ones to practice every single morning. Um, we would get there probably like 20 minutes early, and like that whole group of girls going into my junior year who graduated, like Chelsea Wheeler, Emma, Elissa, all of them. They were all just such great role models and always made sure I felt included. So I try and stress that upon the younger generations coming in high school now.
I mean, you were in a lot of these players' shoes not too long ago when you stepped onto the floor as an underclassman and you had to make an immediate impact. So, how much of that experience do you lean on when you're trying to show them how it's done?
Yeah, I definitely like understand how it feels. So like whenever I could tell like they're starting to get nervous or something, I'll be like, it's okay. No one's gonna be mad at you for a mistake. You got the next one. Like, and I always make sure they feel included. Like I'll try and text them and just like be their friend and know that they have me.
We know that your summers are filled with elite volleyball. You play in one of the premier club teams in America, and we've seen you at Division I camps. How much do you think that kind of experience helps you grow as a player?
It makes me see things from all kinds of different perspectives, and I think that's a great characteristic to have because I'm never just seeing something from my point of view. I always think about how it'd be from someone else's point of view, and all those like playing with the elite players I've played with, the coaches I've like played with, it makes me like understand the game better and understand like what we have to do to make my team better.
If you had to kind of pick one part of the game that experience and those games with your club team has really helped you grow in, what would you say it is?
Let me think. Um, I would. There wasn't really a special game, but our season, my my sophomore year, uh, it was like our coach got fired, and we just had all kinds of like stuff. We didn't even go to like AAU nationals or anything. That season was just a wreck for us. And then this year, all of us came back, and we all trust each other enough. Like, and we had a great season. It was no drama all season, nothing. We were always encouraging each other. Everything was so good with that club team. This year, it was just like about the trust factor. And I would just say, like my 16th year, just that whole thing made us like me into the player I am today, I guess.
So we've seen you on the recruiting trail. We've seen you at a couple of camps. You know, your mom shares everything with you on social media. You know, you haven't made that decision yet, but can you give us like a YSN scoop on a couple of places you're leaning, or you know, maybe
Yeah.
narrow it down?
All right. So I have a visit the 23rd through 25th to the University of Memphis. And then I have been in contact with probably like 4 more D1 schools right now.
All right. Are do you plan on like trying to be away from home a little bit and wanting that college experience of, you know, traveling a little bit?
Yeah, I don't really care about like the distance or anything. I just want to feel somewhere like comfortable and included.
When you think about kind of, you know, that next step and being a part of a college team, no matter where it is, and being a part of an atmosphere like that, what kind of things excite you about being able to have that experience?
Um, I'm just excited to like be with a group of girls that is always working hard, and we all have the same exact goal. And I think college is like a big step, and I'm just excited to like be in a new environment and a new atmosphere.
You have the benefit of having a high school coach that is widely respected and has built a great, you know, culture at Fitch for volleyball. What kind of things have Coach Bartlett really taught you and helped you grow in as a player and as a person?
She really stresses on the visualization method, like before games or before you go to bed. She wants us to envision ourselves like playing good, and I genuinely think that has helped me, because some of my best games have been the games where before I took like 20 minutes to just visualize myself playing good. And she really stresses like on the team chemistry. She wants us to be like as like bonded as we can together.
This Fitch team gets so amped up before games. The energy is electric during JV games and in
Mhm.
warm-ups. What kind of things really fire this team up and give them that extra energy that is kind of unique to other teams?
I think like when once one of us just starts getting like the energy that we need, it just we all just come together and have that energy. And when we get that energy, we're unstoppable.
What are some games in your Fitch career that really stick out to your mind as your favorite memories so far?
Um, Probably my sophomore year, our district semifinal game. We were playing Maslin Perry, and that year they swept us 3-0. And then in the district semifinals, we went to 5 and we beat them. And we were down like 23-24, and we came back and won a set. And then it was like 14-12 or something, and we came back and won that 5th set. It was just a crazy game, and I ended up tying the record for kills, 30 kills as a sophomore, and I was a middle hitter.
Yeah, now you know you made that transition to the outside, and I love that you brought that up last year because I wanted to talk about it. What was it like going from being a middle, which is what your team needed that year, and then saying, "Hey, our team needs an outside this year, and I'm going to elevate
Yeah.
myself a little bit and move to the outside."
It was definitely the right move for me. I feel like more comfortable on the outside. I was nervous at first because I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna be a like the key hitter for our team this year and everything. But I like playing outside more, I'd say. Yeah.
And when people look at your stats, so obviously their eyes go right to the kills and the swings, but
Mhm.
double doubles galore. You get digs for days.
Yeah.
How much pride do you kind of take in your defense and some of that work that goes unnoticed and isn't the flashy stuff in a volleyball game?
Oh, I love playing defense. I think defense, like I respect you so much if you're a good passer and everything. Like it's just so hard to like get all the fundamentals right to get a perfect pass every time. And like just when you get a great up, it is such a great energy giver and a great feeling because when balls hit the floor, it's just like just ruins the vibe.
Let's go into kind of the early days of your volleyball career. What are some of your earliest memories of kind of falling in love with the sport and realizing that this was something that you really wanted to excel in?
Probably my 8th grade club season. I was playing, or was it 7th grade going 8th grade? It was just middle school club season, and Joe Conroy was my coach, and we had such a great atmosphere. And I think Joe Conroy, he was the old YSU women's coach. He made me like start my love for the game because he would show me like where I should do with the ball, what I should do with the ball, when. It was just like he broke down the game so much, and I just started like falling in love with the process of learning about volleyball, I guess.
What was the hardest kind of aspect of the game for you to really get a good grasp of?
Mm. Hmm. Prob. Probably like after you make a mistake, you cannot think about it at all. Volleyball is such a mental game that if you start thinking, your play is just gonna turn bad right away.
Do you have anything that your coaches told you in those early days that when you heard it, it was like, that's crazy, but now that you're an older and you're a more seasoned volleyball player, you kind of realize that they were right?
There definitely was some stuff, yeah. Like they didn't like, yeah. I probably just the biggest part was stressing the mental about how tough volleyball is mentally.
Let's let the Fitch fans get to know you a little bit off the court too. Some rapid fire questions. What is your favorite post game meal?
Chick-fil-A.
What's the order at Chick-fil-A though?
A sandwich with extra pickles and a sweet tea.
So how mad would you be if you guys scheduled a Sunday game then?
That sucks, but we don't have any games on Sunday, so we're good.
Exactly. When you look at your childhood, what were some of your childhood fears that you had?
I've always been scared of heights. I'm still scared of heights. Yeah.
What was your dream job as a child? What was that like? I want to be this when I grow up.
I'm a marine biologist, and I wanted to be a marine biologist until last year.
What happened last year?
I want to be a sports agent now.
There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe you can be a marine biologist / sports agent.
Yeah, maybe both.
Help the surfers out. Be one of their agents. What's your favorite pastime? Like a hobby that you have outside of the sport?
I like kayaking, but I can only do that in the summer.
If there was going to be a Fitch Volleyball karaoke night, what would be your karaoke song?
Probably something. Probably "Let Me Love You" by Mario. Yeah.
Which one of your teammates would be the best at karaoke?
Julia Jourdan.
Which one of your teammates should never do karaoke?
Aspen Roby.
Who is the funniest person on your team?
Probably Julia.
Who do you think could have the best impression of Coach Bartlett?
Probably Riley Simons.
What is the nicest thing that a stranger has ever done for you?
There's one time, I can't think of exactly what it was, but I know there was one time a stranger made me cry because they did something so nice for me. I just can't think of exactly what it is.
We're going to flip it and say, what is the nicest thing you've ever done for a stranger?
Probably I saw someone didn't have enough money to pay for their meal, so I gave them some of mine.
What is your current series that you're binge watching on a streaming service?
I already finished Stranger Things, but I don't really watch TV, but Stranger Things, I love Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. So what do you do in your off time? If you're not watching TV and you're trying to just relax, what kind of things do you do?
I have 4 cats, and I love my cats. So I hang out with my cats a lot. And then me and Jordan Smith go shopping a lot.
We know cats can be strange. What's the weirdest thing your cats have ever done?
God, my one cat literally just kills everything and just brings it home like it's normal.
It's a gift. What's one thing that
Yeah.
if your cats could talk, what do you think they would say about you?
I don't know. I don't know. I never thought about that.
You've had a lot of coaches. What is one quote from one of your coaches that sticks with you?
It was something about how you're all alone in the gym right now, but when you step on that court for like a game or something, like everybody is watching you.
What is the biggest adversity that you've had to face in your career, and how did you get over it?
Probably like having to deal with other people's drama and having to, as like a captain and a leader, probably having to put myself like in the situation and be the person who has to like break that stuff, I guess.
We know your little sister is into softball and doing the softball thing. So I want to ask, if you could play any other sport outside of volleyball or excel in any other sport outside of volleyball, what kind of sport do you think you'd excel in?
Basketball.
What's one sport that you've never played in your life that you kind of would throw your hat in if you could try it?
Tennis.
What is your favorite vacation spot?
Anna Maria.
What is one spot that you've never been on a vacation to that you'd like to go to?
Probably Fiji. That's my dream vacation.
If you had to pick one city outside of the country to live in, what city would it be?
Probably like, oh God, I don't know. Probably somewhere in Mexico, like a really nice Mexico beach town.
If you could have dinner with anybody living or dead right now, who would you want to have dinner with?
LeBron.
And what kind of dinner conversation would that be? What's like one of the burning questions you would ask LeBron about his career or his life?
I would definitely ask him all about like his career and how he felt growing up and like when he knew how he handled all the pressure from everybody and like his mental, like what he does before the game, what he does after the game, like everything about his game and who he is.
Is LeBron why you moved to 23? Because you are 23 this year.
All right. So growing up, I always wore the number 23, and then when volleyball started, they didn't have 23, so I just took 19. I just wore it, and then we got to pick our numbers this year, so I went back to 23. But LeBron was a big reason when I was younger why I chose 23.
Well, I mean, your name's Jordan, and you're wearing 23.
Yeah.
It fits pretty well. Last question for you before we let you go: what teammate would you trust the most to be a getaway driver?
Oh, whew. Definitely not Sierra Cable. Definitely not Sierra. Probably Avery Roscoe.
All right, Jocelyn, before we do let you go, I want to give you the chance to thank your support system and everyone that's kind of been there for you throughout your career.
Yeah, my support from my family has been insane. And like all the coaches I've had have been such good people. I'm so grateful for all the coaches I've had and all the girls I've got to play with. Like they have made me into the player I am today. Definitely. They've all had a huge impact, and I'm so grateful for all of them.
All right, Jocelyn, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. It was great to hear from you. Good luck this season. We'll cover you all season.
Thank you.
And we look forward to hearing from you again soon.
Thank you.